All right. Hang on a second here. Let me make sure my microphone is adjusted. It's been a minute. What's up, Big Donnelly, Big Man Ross, Doug Stubbs, Adam Ray, Joe? What's going on? Join the Patreon so you can get your name on the screen like me. And you don't give me your last name on Patreon either, Joe, but that's all right. I get it. I'm actually a private person, too. 3, 2, 1. Yo. What's going on, Arkansas Razorback fans, SEC fans everywhere? Welcome to the one and only Pig Trail Network YouTube channel. I hope you guys have had a great week. If you haven't had a chance yet, we do have a video. I say we as if there's... I mean, I do have Karen, I guess, the producer of the show. She's behind the scenes. You don't see her, but she's here. And I forbid her to say hi or to even talk. Her job is just to get me more 7 Brew. That's her job. Shout out to people that work and who brew this wonderful coffee at 7 Brew that you can find all over Northwest Arkansas. So I'm trying to finish up Twitter here. Okay. I hope you guys have had a great summer so far. I know it's actually the weather, you can't complain. I mean, today it got a little warm, but last few days it's not been too bad. It's been tolerable. Look, if you live in Arkansas, you get it. You know, sometimes it just gets hot. And also I know that this show I just got a DM. Oh, look, you're live and no notification. I apologize. I don't know what to tell you guys. I know notifications are out and they're slow to get out sometimes. Sometimes you get them a little sometimes you get them after the show. But I do appreciate you guys for dropping by and listening. So, or watching, or maybe you've got your ear pods on and you've just got your phone. I can't wait for the day when YouTube allows you to minimize like picture in picture like you can with ESPN, Twitch, with every other format that's similar to what YouTube, what they do. It'll be nice. It really will. I think it'll be a game changer. But for right now, as far as I can tell, you can't do picture in picture. But yeah, do me a favor. If you guys have your earbuds in or whatever, or you're listening to me, maybe you're in your car, when you're at a stoplight, for the love of God, or when you're pulled over, do me a favor, slap the like. Crush the like button. And I know we haven't been live in a little bit. It's been a minute. So we got a lot we don't have a lot to get caught up on. It's really just recruiting I wanted to focus on this weekend. I was also, if you go check out Mark Rogers, voice of college football, Mark Rogers TV, he has an SEC channel. I highly recommend you go, if you don't already, subscribe to Mark, period. Mark's really good at what he does. I was on, we did a sit down. When was that? Monday or Sunday? We recorded a show and we kind of talked about Nico Davier, someone we're going to talk about here in a minute, a 3-star prospect. Someone says they can't see me. Chris, I don't know, man. Everything on my side looks good. Already a Patreon, best decision I've done. Laugh out loud. I appreciate that, Ross. You're awesome. Again, here's a screen of those individuals, those fine people. All you guys are rock stars, so I do appreciate you. All right. So, again, 7 Brew. If you know anybody that works there, or maybe, I don't know, I'm trying to figure out who owns this business. Their business model is spectacular. 7 Brew is amazing. I think they were also the people that did they used to put like nice little messages on your cups. They don't do that anymore, but they're always like super friendly. I don't know. If you're ever in town, I highly recommend you go check these guys out. All right, Sam Pittman's on my screen. He wants me to, hey, let's start talking about this weekend, Ty. We'll do that. Chris, let me know, man. You're saying you can't see me. Is anyone else having that issue? Because I don't. It doesn't look like it. I think you're the only one so far. What up, Ty? Happy Friday, my man. I'm also sporting the Flamingo Friday shirt. So, you know, Come here. Sorry, my wife is not home. Hey, daddy's working, but you wanna say hi to everyone? Say hi.
Hi.
Okay, go play Mario Kart. Go. All right, I love you too. Mr. T-Dub with the super chat. Before and after pick, laugh out loud super chat, y'all. I appreciate that, Mr. T-Dub. Oh, Will Watkins with the $20 dono, bro. It's you're correcting me. Davier. Okay. Nico Davier. It's not Davalier because it looks like Davalier, so it's like a French thing then. I love how he throws $20 at me and he's like, get it right. Okay, we're just going to call him Nico because you guys know who I'm talking about. This weekend is huge because you're not only are you going to have Nico from Monmel, the 6'4", 280-pounder defensive lineman in town. The rumor is he's supposed to commit this weekend. That could change. His offer list is absolutely incredible. So we'll start with him really quick. This is a guy, Nico is someone I've been pretty excited about, and I am a little bit shocked that he doesn't have a higher ranking. Right now, and again, he's out of Maumelle, Arkansas. He's crystal balled. I think he has five or six predictions. They're all going to Arkansas. His commitment. I have it on the calendars the 27th. I hope I didn't get that wrong. I was told today that could change. I don't know if that's not. I'll tell you this from experience as someone who's followed recruiting for a very long time. When you have a kid who you've been told for months is a hog, is a Razorback, and then all of a sudden the week before he's getting a little, I don't know, I don't want to say cold feet, but is like, I don't know if I'm going to commit or not on whatever date, and then decides to push it back. That's not always bad, but it's also not always good. But his offer list is impressive, and Nebraska, I was told, is a committable on-the-table offer. I don't know about Auburn, but they do have an offer on the table. Colorado, Georgia, along with several others. He has a total of 14 offers. And I believe, someone correct me in chat if I'm wrong, Nico has a video, and again, he's 6'4", I would guess 6'3", 6'4". They have him listed at 6'4". I think he's the kid that has the video on Twitter of him dunking. If not flat-footed, he's dunking at 6'3", north of 270 pounds. You know, that's an athlete right there. That's someone with some ups. You know, that's a kid with some athleticism underneath him. So that's exciting. All right. He's right now ranked on the composite as the number 5 player in the state of Arkansas. On 247's side, he's number 7. He's a national top 450 prospect. He's a number 67 defensive lineman in the 2022 class, according to the composite. And again, to 247, he's top 100. I don't know much about his camping. I don't know if he's – I just haven't asked the right questions, I guess, with Nico. I don't know if it's a camping issue as to why he's not rated higher. But his film even – I mean, they struggle to double team this kid. He's pretty quick off the snap, and I don't know. Like you hear people talk about technique and what have you. He looks pretty sound. He looks like an all around solid player. 2019 starting varsity defensive lineman as a sophomore. He helped Maumelle to an 8-3 record, and Arkansas 5A first round playoff appearance. Now his most recent. He did go on an official visit with Nebraska back in early June. He received an offer from the mighty Middle Tennessee. We shouldn't joke about these teams in Tennessee, though. Let's not forget you had a certain highly recruited running back who went on. I know that was years ago. That was like 20 years ago, but he went to Memphis. He chose Memphis over Arkansas, and went on to do great things in the NFL. So don't joke about those mid-tier Tennessee teams. Not that mid-Tennessee is on Memphis's level, but I don't think they're super far behind. They offered him back on February 9th. Arkansas State also offered him earlier this year as well. Nebraska's offer came on January 30th. So from what I understand, Nebraska has pushed on him big time. So I hope there's no truth to him wanting to push his commitment back, or his announcement back. I don't know if that's just maybe it's a timing thing with family. You never know. But Nebraska is hot on his heels, and Arkansas, I think they're in a little bit of a fight with Nebraska. Yep, it's French. Really between us and OU. Okay, I've not heard anything about Oklahoma. From what I understood, it was Nebraska. Now, maybe OU's late in the game. I don't know. Maumelle doesn't make the 5A basketball finals without him. Oh, all right. See, you know a lot more about Nico than I do. I watched Nico play in person. Great player. Mark Douglas. Thank you, Jaden. I appreciate the comment. William, you too. Mark Douglas, that is a way to determine explosiveness off the snap if you could flat foot dunk. I don't know if it was flat foot, but I'm pretty sure that was him that uploaded the Twitter video of him dunking. And again, 6'3", 6'4", north of 270 pounds. I'll tell you right now, I'm a short 6'3", a tall 6'2", I've been told. You know how when you walk out of gas stations, they have the measurements there, because when they're trying to ID someone if they're getting robbed or whatever. Some gas stations tell me I'm like 6'4", but I'm not. But I'll tell you right now, someone who's 6'2" and fat, all right, and I'm definitely fatter than Nico is. Not that he's fat. He's probably all muscle. That's impressive, all right? I'll tell you right now. OU came in late. He officialed there last week or so. Did he official there? I know he went on an official to Nebraska. I don't know about Oklahoma. You know what? You're right. You did. You're right. He did. You are correct. I remember that on Twitter now. You are right. That was like 2 weeks. I think it was 2 weeks ago. I think we were so caught up in baseball, I overlooked it. And that's not updated on 247's timeline, by the way. So 247's not always super accurate. But so maybe that's what's going on. Maybe OU is really showing some interest. I don't know. I mean, if you're going on an official visit somewhere, maybe they are in the picture. But I had heard that Nebraska was really all over this kid, and that's who it was down between, was Nebraska and Arkansas. But that's been weeks ago. I'm just now picking up the pieces, trying to get caught up on everything. I've been doing a lot of reading, too. Been doing a lot of preseason mag reading and what have you for football. Hey, Ty, what's up, Arizona Tim? Your helmet is a little – it's a little – hold on. Let me see if I can get it back in frame here. There it is. There's the helmet. Now my mic is like – there we go. It's a beauty. I'm going to say it right now. I think the chrome helmet needs to be in use more. It does. I'm a fan. What can I say? James Burr says I would choose the Hawks. Yeah, well, I would too, but maybe I'm biased. So, Nico's in town. You also have Gentry Williams. First off, this is another big-time prospect out of the state of Oklahoma. No surprise, it's out of Booker T, Washington. 6 foot, 175-pound, top 40 prospect according to 247 composite. This is a big one. Gentry would be huge. I would say it would be the steal of this class for Arkansas. Now, what are the odds? This kid has a bunch of predictions. I don't think Arkansas has a single prediction. The only person I've been able to talk to about him says that Arkansas, if they're in the mix, they're going to have to really work hard. It is between USC and Oklahoma. 6 foot, 175 pounds. I think he's also a dual sport. Isn't he? Is he baseball and football? I forget. LSU's in the mix. Florida's in the mix. This is a big time prospect. 4-star. He made the All-American Bowl. He made the roster. Gabe Brooks on 247 has him as a first-round projected player. And I'll read the notes on him here really quick. Lean, and again, this is from the Midlands region recruiting analyst, Gabe Brooks. He's someone you pay attention to when he writes up notes on kids. Lean, athletic build that could translate to multiple spots on the college level, owns some frame space to continue adding bulk, versatile athlete, high school quarterback and defensive back whose ceiling is likely highest in the secondary, primarily plays quarterback but puts some good snaps on tape. at corner as a sophomore. Flashes impressive burst coupled with track verified top end speed. Oklahoma 6A state champion in the 400 meters. Okay, so it was track. And in runner-up of the 200 meters, 21.14 as a freshman. He ran a 47.70. I lost my place. Displays plus agility to make the defender miss. Fluidity also shows at corner. Shows impressive turn and run ability. Run ball skills for long-term defensive back prospects. Thanks to offensive experience, adding bulk/strength and continued coverage technique development keys moving forward. Dynamic athlete with a high developmental ceiling at corner. High major recruit with multi-year starter capability. Who does this sound like? Who does this sound like a little bit? Different position, but a multi-position guy. High major recruit with multi-year starter capability who could develop into an early round NFL prospect. Kind of sounds like somebody who's on Arkansas's roster coming in as a freshman this year. Think about it, 2-spot guy, 2-sport athlete, track star. I mean, sounds just like AJ Green. Right? I mean, 2 different positions. You know, his was a little different. And you could say the same thing about oh my gosh, I'm brain farting on the other kid out of Oklahoma, the quarterback / wide or running back / Rocket, Raheem Sanders. So maybe what they're doing here, I don't know what Arkansas is recruiting him as. I'm gonna guess if Arkansas's, and again, I'm just now picking up the pieces on recruiting. I am out of I've briefly talked with some people about recruiting. I've not picked up much on him, but it sounds similar that with another story with AJ Green. AJ Green was offered by Oklahoma to play defensive back. He wanted to be a running back. Arkansas offered him as a running back. You know who else? I remember hearing this in high school. Matt Jones was recruited by Oklahoma to play wide receiver. Arkansas was like one of a handful of schools that offered him at quarterback. This happens a lot. This is common. Matt Jones probably being one of the biggest. I mean, when you consider what he did at Arkansas as a quarterback, as an option quarterback, and then what he did in the NFL Combine, he was a freaking nature, right? But anyways, that's another story for another time. He is definitely a big time prospect. Again, top 20 on 247. He's a top 20 prospect. Boy, that's loud. Number three athlete, according to 247, and the number 1 player in the state of Oklahoma. I don't like Arkansas's chances at the moment, but I'm sure they've offered him at quarterback. It sounds like his ceiling is higher at defensive back. Maybe USC and Oklahoma have offered him to play. I don't know. Maybe it's we'll feel it out when you get here type of recruitment for those schools. But I think Arkansas probably offered him at quarterback because this kid he's an athletic freak. 6 foot, 170 pounder. So, like the video. Oh yeah, do me a favor. Snap it. Chrome helmets glowing under the moon in the 2015 Liberty was one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. Random, but we're talking recruiting Arizona State. I don't know who you're talking about. Is it just them or just the team that got caught? I don't know what you're talking about, Manny. You're gonna have to clarify. I don't know what you're talking about, bruh. So, I like Gentry Williams a lot. I think Gentry is, obviously you'd probably prefer him to play at the position that these analysts are saying he would shine at the most. And I don't know, maybe Arkansas did offer him to play defensive back. But they have fought their way into the back of his brain at the very least. So he will be here this weekend. He's being recruited by, of course, Sam Carter, but take that with a grain of salt. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're recruiting him to play one position or another. major recruiting violations. I don't know anything about that. They had 30 recruits visit when no one was supposed to visit campus. They were giving players tours at night. That's the first I'm hearing of that. Wow. Is this during COVID, Manny? Is that what? That's huge. I thought you had Sam Pittman sitting with you. Well, I can't. Yeah. See, he doesn't have arms. So I was like, all right, well, I'm going to put him down here. Yeah. Arizona State getting lots of recruiting violations, including Herm Edwards. Wow. I like I said, I've been on the outside looking in, not really even looking in. I'm just now getting to a point where I can sit down and sort things out. That's news to me. That's crazy. Oh man, I was wanting Herm Edwards to work out too. Like that's someone I was kind of rooting for over there. Well, that's unfortunate for them. I don't know how do they get away with that? Obviously they're not now, but at the time, if it was during like the early part of this year, that's crazy. You would think that when players are on campus, like everybody knows. You just can't get away with that. You just can't get away with that. It's crazy. I can remember real quick. I worked at Sam's Club in Springdale, and I don't remember which staff member it was on Houston Nutt's staff. This was like 2005, 2004, and it was a safety. It was this kid that was like 6'3", and he was a safety. But they brought him on They brought this kid on campus, right? And they did the whole visit thing, and they brought him to Sam's Club. And I'm outside pushing carts, and I don't know if it was the kid, his mom and dad, who were super sweet. They were so nice. They're bragging on the area. I really wish I could remember what prospect that was. But they brought him to Sam's Club in Springdale, the old Sam's Club. I will never forget that. And I'm like, I knew because I kept up with recruiting, but not to the point where like I could identify the player, but I recognized the coach, and now I'm brain farting on who the coach was. Was defensive back coach for Houston way back in like 04, 05. And they walk out and they start walking, and my manager's like, hey, you need to walk with them. They need assistance. And I'm like, what? Like, yeah, they need help with something. And I'm pushing the cart, not for the prospect, but for one of the coaches. I'll never forget that. So you can't, like, everyone knows, like, even casual fans, Razorback fans, will know who's on campus. And I'm sure it's the same way over there. Well, maybe not. Hog fans are diehard. I think they were outed by a previous staff member. See, and that's the other thing you got to risk. That's the other thing. They were shutting off security cameras. Had kids and parents visiting during the dead period. See, we knew this was going to happen, though. We knew this was going to happen. We talked about this on one of the live shows. We talked about this. Someone's going to break the rules. And they were stupid rules to begin with. I'm not even going to go down that aisle. All right, let's talk about the last kid. Now, this will be it, and then we're going to call it an evening. I know, again, notifications did not go out properly. I've already had 2 DMs, or at least one. I had another one. I haven't read it yet. I'm sure it's someone else not getting notifications. This last individual is a surprise. Someone had just texted me about him today, and I don't know a ton about him. His name is Trey Fite, Trey Fite, Fite. He's a pretty lengthy kid, 6'5", 210 pounds. Now that's according to 247. Trey Fite he's out of Tatum, Texas. He's a 3-star according to 247. He's got some interesting offers on the table: Houston, Kansas State, of course, a couple other small schools here and there. I think he has something like 10 or 12. He has 13 total offers. Arkansas looks like is his biggest offer. Let's scroll down here. Washington State, UTSA. Watch out. Roadrunners. And Utah State also have offers on the table. Don't know much about him. I watched a little bit of what I could find on him. He plays on a 3-front defense in Tatum. We know that Barry Odom is, I think we're slowly starting to go to a 4-front. I think we're going to run with a 4-3, a base 4-3. I don't know. I shouldn't say base, but they're going to run 4-3, multiple defense up front. I guarantee you it's going to be a mix, just a little bit of everything. But again, 6'5", I don't know a lot about him. But he's considered the number 47 edge rusher out of right now in the country. He's rated as the top 160 player in the state of Texas. And he does have a crystal ball, I think it's Danny West, to Arkansas for now. So let's take a look at his so Arkansas offered him back on June 11th. And, yeah, he's on his official visit. In fact, he's already here. And his visit, I think, goes through Saturday, and he'll be leaving, I'm guessing, Sunday. His most recent non-Arkansas or Arkansas is the one of only 2 P5 offers. But the other offers most recently were from Marshall and Utah State that both offered him this month. So, all right. I'm out, Ty. Have an awesome weekend. Hey, thanks, Tim. I appreciate it, man. Your helmet is shining beautifully back there. Kendall Briles utilized his athletic players at Baylor, FAU, and Houston at running back, wide receiver, and quarterback draws, right? Just like he does Trey Burks now, right? Mm-hmm. He does. That's true. Birds up, says Hoyt. All right. That's crazy about Arizona State, man. They're Let me scroll up. Did I miss a Oh no, it was a Chrome helmet comment. All right, do me a favor, slap the like button really fast. Again, let me give a shout out to these fine Patreon supporters. That's the month of May. Tyler Edmonson, Anthony White, Timothy Whiseant, George Rector, Randall Hunt, Kelly Marie, John Goodman, Mathew Hestand, Doug Stubbs, Jenna Mayes, Justin Kipper, John Hawes, Mark Dodson, Joe, Dustin Ross, Thomas Nunley. Eventually this list, I'm hoping it gets so long that I don't know that I can read off all the names, but I really do appreciate you guys. Fear the beard, says Brooks Jones. That's right. That's right. I will never. I'm debating just not trimming it the rest of 2020 or 2021. It's still. I've done that like twice this week. I've called 2021 2020 twice this week. It's ridiculous. But I'm debating not shaving the rest of the year. Debating it. Just grow it out. Because you know someone's going to gripe about it. Someone's going to moan. Would you shave that beard? Trim your hair. No. No. I will resist that. All right. Again, like the video. Subscribe for those of you who haven't already. Special shout out again to all the Patreon supporters. Super chat. Wow. Appreciate you guys. Mr. T-Dub, Will Watkins. Really do appreciate that. I'm hoping I've got another, again, I have a video out on the Kendall Briles, South Carolina email stuff. Go check the video out. Like it as well. I've already, and I said I have a script written out. I said that in our Discord a little while back. I have a script written out for that, and I finally got that video out. I had that script written up like the day I read that story. I managed to find the time to sit down and actually write about it. And I have right now a couple other videos in mind. I'm hoping to get at least an edited video next week and a live stream as well for you guys if we have any updates. I do fully expect at the moment for Arkansas to grab Nico. How am I supposed to pronounce it again? Because I was corrected. Here it is. Will says it's Davier. Nico Davier. It looks like Davalier, but it's French, so it's Davier. I do expect him to be a Razorback. So we'll see if he pushes back his announcement. It's supposed to be on Sunday. I don't have a time, but that will be in my opinion, a pretty big pickup for the Razorbacks, especially along the defensive line. Don't shave, says Tyler. I may not. I may just let this bad boy grow the rest of the year just to annoy people. All right, Woo Pig. I will see you guys next week. Go Hogs.